Some final notes on the Deck of Wonders. The rulebook is not entirely clear all the time. The first thing that we noticed was that you begin the game by drawing 4 cards, and then you follow the rules. On page 12 you have to take note that it is the play out your turn part. Play out your turn start here. So you skip the draw part. This means that you would start the game with 4 cards. Then another thing is that on play the villain turn, it is important that the villain, you do not draw all 3 cards at once, rather draw, play, oh it was here. Do not draw all 3 cards at once, rather draw, play and fully resolve a first card before the second, then a second before the third. That means not its attack, but the play, the card text section. You execute the card text section. After the card text is resolved, then all the minions from left to right will do the attack part. So it's a 2-step process. And let's see. The villain then plays out their turn per the normal turn rules on page 14. This means play out battle lines and then attack as per their attack value. And here, these opening turns are the only time you or the villain will draw more than 1 card at the start of your turn. Every other turn starts by drawing only a single card. This reinforces the fact that you don't draw an extra card at the start, because it is every other turn. So that's important to not miss. Then there is play. To play a spell, you pay its cost, if any, place it in the play area, immediately resolve its text, that is the card text, and then discard it. In short, you hold it in your hand for brevity. To play a minion, pay its cost, if any, and place it in your play area exhausted, represented by playing it sideways, and immediately resolve its play text, if any. That's not really true. You resolve the card text first, and then exhaust it. Otherwise you can't read it. Attack. Only right side player minions may attack. Player is for clarity. It is true for all the minions, also for the villain. That's not really a critique. And to attack with a ready right side up minion exhausted, turn it sideways and deal damage equal to its strength to a target villain or villain minion. Player minions attack 1 by 1. The target will always deal damage equal to its strength back to the attacking minion. If the target deals damage equal to or greater than your attacking minion's health, your minion is destroyed and will be discarded. Targeted villain cards counter, just like other minion cards, but with a targeted player. Yeah, so that's important to highlight every minion counters if it's targeted. Once cumulative attacks deal damage greater than or equal to the target's health, the target is destroyed and discarded. Yeah, so it is before it was 1 by 1 and now it's cumulative, so that's a bit needs clarification. But I'll come to that. The villain. Next page. Page 14. The villain draws in immediately. The villain draws and immediately plays the top card from the draw pile, considering only the villain card side of the card. This means you resolve for him the card text on the drawn card. And if it's a spell, place the card in the area, immediately resolve its text and then discard it. Shorter is to hold it in your hand. And then resolve the card text and then discard immediately. The spells do not go into either battle line. Yeah, so, and if it's a minion, the villain minion doesn't attack yet. It does the play area text. Definition of attack is resolving attack power from all minions on a battle line. A lot of the definitions are missing, but you kind of want to get a gist of the thing. The villain will always finish drawing and resolving cards before the battle lines phase. Important to remember that the villain only draws 3 cards on the first turn. Every other turn that they draw only 1. Meaning, other meaning not the first turn, as I already said. Then exhausted minions. Exhausted minions can't attack this turn and don't need to be put in the order. The order seems a leftover definition from reordering. After their attack, the minion is exhausted. It cannot attack twice. That's all it wants to say. And this choose target part is very confusing. At least it was for me. I want to rewrite it. So already villain minions will attack one at a time in order from left to right, but the choose target phase, this target phase, determines who they will attack. To clarify, in choose target, the villain only targets minions, not spells. Spell cards may trigger on the attack though. Only the current leftmost player minion is considered. 1. To identify which villain minions will partake in the attack, include from left to right each minion until the combined attack is enough to destroy the target. 1a. This often means summing of all attack strength until you meet the target health. 1b. Spells like shields on target minion mean that the player is targeted instead, because with normal attacks only the target is not destroyed. 1c. Any minions to the right that are not needed to destroy the minion do not partake. So the whole concept of partake is missing here, and it's important. 1b. Let's see what notes I made. Partaking minions with the card destroy plus minion. Destroy the minion along with any spell accompanying the target. Any ready minions to its left would still partake in this single attack, even though they would have no effect while targeting, for example, a shielded forest troll. So if it's shielded, they will blindly attack the shield, fail, and then redirect their attack to the player. The minion will survive, plus with his shield as well, because it's not attacked at all. and the player has no counter, so you have to know what you want. If if the sum was more than the leftmost minion's health, then the partaking villains are villain minions are exhausted. The minions that were needed to reach the target sum only, no overkill. So if 3 minions are enough to defeat the leftmost player minion, the other ones waited a turn, and the leftmost target is removed, and then the next player minion will become the leftmost target, and the remaining minions will target that, just like before. Yeah. The attack phase is not done yet. If there are remaining villain minions, they get to attack the now leftmost target player minion, and as before, if they can't reach the target health with a sum, the player is targeted. And repeat this until there are no ready villain minions remaining. Some notes on this. In short, villain minions prefer to target player minions in the cheapest left to right way possible, but they will blindly bash until it has effect. If the player is the first target, all villain minions partake. Otherwise, only the minions that didn't partake already in previous attack this turn now partake. Keep track of what card partook by exhausting it. So that's pretty essential to understand it a little bit. It also means that a poison toad, for example, will target a minion even if it has a shield, and will destroy the minion along with the shield. So, as far as I'm concerned, this should be rewritten as I said it. I discussed with the creator and some other players on the Discord channel of Deck of Wonders. So if you don't believe me, you can check it there. And this is the final result of all the questions that I had. Let's see. Villain minions always attack one at a time in order from left to right. Yeah, here. From left to right.